This is Data Jockey, machine learning for Victorian racing. Today I am looking at race 7, Ballarat Synthetic, Tuesday 18 August 2026. Straight into it. Here is what the model is saying about race 7 at Ballarat Synthetic, in brief. 2 selections on the board. Pull my finger carries the place selection, the model's strongest read for this race. Saucony Rain sits in the same race multi only as the top 4 leg. So the short version, pull my finger to place, multi combining both for the value angle. Worth staying for the full breakdown though, because this race has some genuinely interesting detail behind it, and the reasoning matters more than the headline. Race 7, Ballarat Synthetic, 12 runners today, which means the top 3 pay a place dividend. Here is the first thing worth knowing, the model's top selection is not the favorite. That tells you straight away the model is seeing value somewhere the market has not priced in. That gap between data and market is exactly the kind of race this model was built to find. 2 selections on the board today, a place pick, and a same race multi-combination. And as always, this is not a forced pick. The model only shows up when there is genuine value to report. Today there is. Let us get into the detail. Quick word before the picks on how all this actually works, because it is a different approach to most of what you will find in the tipping space. The model behind these selections is a machine learning system that keeps learning from Victorian racing results. Every meeting, every result, every finish feeds straight back in. It is not built once and left alone. It updates and sharpens with every race run in Victoria. Here is the part that matters most. Most tipping models chase the winner. This one does not. It was built specifically to find place finishers, horses that hit the top positions and pay a place dividend. That is a genuinely different problem, and it needs a different approach to solve. The model is weighing dozens of variables across the whole field at once: pace, distance, field composition, historical patterns, how each horse stacks up against today's specific rivals. All of it together in ways no human could track by hand. If you want the full methodology breakdown, the link is in the description below, worth a look when you have the time. For now, race 7 is waiting, and the model has plenty to say about it. Let us get into the selections. First selection for race 7, pull my finger, the model's top pick, currently 6th in the market. Not the favorite, not the one getting the market's attention, just quietly priced at a level the model strongly disagrees with. That disagreement is the entire reason this selection exists. Worth being honest with you here, because I think it earns more trust than it costs. There is no single tidy explanation for why the model has chosen pull my finger. It genuinely does not work that way. It is not pointing to one factor, a good record at Ballarat Synthetic, a preferred distance, the usual form guide reasoning. That single factor thinking is what most tipping relies on, and it is exactly what this model avoids. Instead, it is weighing dozens of variables together, all at once: track conditions, distance, field composition, the specific rivals in this race, patterns drawn from thousands of past Victorian races. All of that simultaneously, picking up relationships a person simply cannot track by eye. That is deliberate. If the reasoning could fit in one sentence, the model would be redundant. Here is what actually matters. The market has pull my finger priced at 6th in the market. The model ranks it first for race 7. That gap between market price and model confidence is the value, and finding it is the model's entire purpose. It was built around place finishers specifically, not winners, so a top ranking here means this horse matches the historical pattern of horses that land in the places. A genuinely different lens to standard form analysis. Pull my finger for the place, top 3 finish in a 12-runner field. That is the model's read for race 7. For entertainment purposes only, please make your own informed decision before placing any bet. On to pick 2, Saucony Rain, sitting at 3rd in the market. This is a different category of selection compared to pick 1, and the distinction is worth spelling out clearly. The model has Saucony Rain pegged as a likely top 4 finisher, but it does not extend that confidence to a top 3 finish specifically. That is the key difference. There is not enough in the data to support a standalone place selection on Saucony Rain, but there is enough to support its role in the same race multi as the top 4 leg. This might look like a small technical point, but in a 12-runner field, it carries real weight. Top 3 pays a place dividend, 4th simply does not. So Saucony Rain is not the model's idea of a place bet on its own. Its value sits in the multi. Reading the model's view on Saucony Rain plainly, it belongs in this race, fits the top 4 shape of this field, but getting into top 3 specifically is less certain. For the multi, top 4 is sufficient. Pull My Finger finishing top 3, Saucony Rain finishing top 4, that is what the model is backing for race 7. Race 7's same race multi-pairs Pull My Finger as a top 3 finisher with Saucony Rain in the top 4. Availability depends on your wagering provider, so check there first. One thing worth clarifying before anything else: these are genuinely different bet types, not interchangeable versions of the same thing, and their odds of landing are not equal. Pull My Finger on its own as a place selection is the safer, higher probability play. The model's confidence is strongest there, and while the return is more modest, the chance of it landing is better. That is the model's core view on this race. The same race multi asks for more. Both Pull My Finger in top 3 and Saucony Rain in the top 4 need to land together, which lowers the overall probability but lifts the potential return considerably. There is no obligation to take both. Pull My Finger as a standalone place bet is where the model's signal is strongest. The multi sits there for anyone wanting the higher variance option. Either way, go in knowing exactly what each bet demands. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please make your own informed decision. Following along with the full card today, every race has its own video, all sitting in the playlist, uploaded before race 1 kicks off. Worth checking the other races to see which selections line up with your approach. Some punters like to combine several of the model's picks into a place multi. Your wagering provider will have the details on how that works. Always make your own informed call before placing anything. One more important point: check for scratchings before you bet on anything. They happen on race morning and can change a race completely. For race 7, the model's place selection is Pull My Finger. The rest of the card is sitting in the playlist if you want to keep going. If you have not subscribed yet, this runs for every Victorian meeting, every race day, completely free. Race 7 at Ballarat Synthetic, all wrapped up. The headline, Pull My Finger for the place, and Pull My Finger top 3 with Saucony Rain top 4 as the same race multi if the longer odds option appeals to you. Every selection gets tracked publicly, with results posted weekly, no exceptions and no cherry-picking, win streaks or losing runs alike. That is the only honest way to judge this model over time, and it is on you to make that call. For entertainment purposes only, as always, please make your own informed decisions and gamble responsibly. See you next race.